Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Dee from crystalcraftswithdee. This is my next cross stitch project that I will be working on. It is a gorgeous little Joy Sunday owl that I got from SevenGreat, and it is a 14 count stamped cross stitch, and it is 19 by 22 centimeters. There are a few in this series. This one is Owl 4, and I just thought they're absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous little cross stitches that won't take very long, and they come up really beautifully. So in the kit, I unboxed this a little while ago. So in the kit you've got your cover sheet, that is your canvas there, and it is printed very well. Joy Sunday has these beautiful hemmed edges, has 16 colors there. You've got your DMC cross reference and your symbols down the bottom. There is one backstitch color, which is 310, which is black, but that is printed absolutely beautifully. So not too hard. This is a perfect beginner's project. This is a great traveling project as well, because it's not too bulky, and there's not too many colors, that sort of thing. So that is just gorgeous. The canvas feels really good. That's the chart there should you need it. And that is the colors there, and your back stitching there. And the colors, these absolutely gorgeous autumn colors. They are so beautiful. Beautiful reds and browns, grays. I love it. Absolutely gorgeous. They're nice and long, and they're nice and soft. And in the kit as well, you get 2 needles. So absolutely beautiful. So there is a little bit of back stitching on this one. Here's a cover sheet here. So your back stitching is just in the scarf there, and a little bit to detail those little fine feathers on top of his head. But anyway, it should be pretty easy to do. I'm going to get started on this now, and I will bounce back to you with the finished product, show you what it looks like if I had any issues, that sort of thing. So I'm going to get started on this, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I thought I'd just stop here and jump in and show you what I've been up to. So I have finished the full stitches on this absolutely gorgeous little cross stitch, and I'm about ready to do the back stitching. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like before I do the back stitch. So in the graph there, there's a little bit of back stitching on those feathers up the top of his head, and there's a little bit in the scarf there. So I thought I'd show you what it looks like. I'm done with the full stitches. That's what it looks like. If you didn't want to do the back stitching, I think it would be perfectly fine without it. The back stitching just sort of gives it definition and sort of finishes it better. But if you didn't want to, if you like this sort of image, you don't want to do the back stitching, I think it's perfectly fine without the back stitching. But I will go ahead and do the back stitching on this one, and I will come back to you and show you what it looks like all completed. So that's what it looks like before back stitching and after back stitch. So I've done the back stitching on this one, and I've also just done a little border around. I just followed the printed line that was on the actual stamped cross stitch. I have washed this as well. But that's back stitching there, and I think it just adds that nice little finishing touch to it. It just sort of gives it that definition, especially in his feathers across the top there. Very easy to do. So this is 14 count 8 of cloth, so you use 2 strands for your full stitch, and you use 1 strand for your back stitching. I think it turned out really well. As I said, if you don't want to do back stitching, I think it will turn out perfectly fine without the back stitching. So no issues there, but I think it turned out amazing. I love the effect with the feathers, with the different shades of brown. I think the snow looks really cool as well. And there were so many colors left over it, I thought, oh, I'll just do a quick little border around it. So I'll show you on the back. That's the back there. Bit messy, but anyway. And I love this sort of pattern that cross stitching comes up with, and that'll make a really cool little border as well, and it's very easy. But that's the back, that's the front. I'll show you the leftover colors. So there was actually a lot of threads left over. I mean, there's heaps left over. I was quite surprised. I'm thinking, wait a minute, did I miss something? You know, why do I have this much left over? So many threads left over. So I thought, oh, I'll just do a border. I just picked out the 2 main colors. But there's just, you have enough threads in here to actually do a whole nother little owl cross stitch if you wanted to. And if you wanted to do that, you do have the graph here, and you just do a counted cross stitch. So too easy on that one. But gosh, look how many threads were left over. I couldn't believe it. Really good threads to stitch with as well. So absolutely gorgeous. So there is my little beautiful owl. He's one of a series of 3 or 4 or something like that. Really cute. This is a nice little beginner's project, especially if you want to do a little bit of back stitching, but you don't want too big of a project to do. And it was printed very well and very easy to follow, so no issues there. So there's my gorgeous little owl. I'd like to thank SevenGreat very much for sending this out to me for review. It is just gorgeous. I will put the link to this in the description box below if you're interested. I have washed this cross stitch. I do have a tutorial on how to wash a stamped cross stitch, so I will link that in the description box below. Also, on a Joy Sunday kit, it does actually show you there how to wash your cross stitch. But I do have a tutorial on it as well if you want to check that out too. So the description box will have the link there for that video as well. So thank you, SevenGreat, and thank you very much for watching my video, and I will catch you next time. Bye!